Class is in session. So I am so excited to make this video today. I wanted to tell you not just how I get clients as a digital nomad, but you know, the fact that I started out in this female entrepreneur journey, if you haven't seen my story, and I had no idea what I was doing before I became Brandi, or created RVersity, my RV YouTube channel, before I started this YouTube channel, which if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do that and hit the bell icon so you're notified each and every time I publish. So if we haven't officially met, I'm Brandi, and I'm a female digital nomad and usually RV living entrepreneur, but again, I'm a digital nomad, so I'm a nomadic female digital entrepreneur. I get a lot of questions about getting started or that you don't know how to sell your products and services. And so I did make a video about how I created my first product and service to sell and how it evolved and how my first one was like a fail. I'll put a link to that in the description below this video for you to watch after this video is over and my story and all that. But I really wanted to dive into my business strategy for how I get clients and how, I don't want to say you don't need an LLC or EIN or business licenses or any of this, but I want to say you don't need all this in the beginning. Some people that never get started, they tell me the reasons are things that I'm like, oh my gosh, I probably thought that was a really big deal when I was getting started, but it really wasn't. And so I'm gonna break down how I use these YouTube videos to actually get clients in the door. You can really do this from scratch and from nothing. And if you want to work with me, before I dive into this, I'll tell you there's a link below this video as well. You can head over to bloggingbrandi.com with an I or workingwithbrandi with an I.com. I actually show people how to do this whole strategy and build this for themselves, okay? Like as a digital nomad, and how I was able to do this in my RV. And this is whether I wanted to sell physical products or digital products, but it's really all the same. Not sure if I've done a tour of this blank empty house that we're in, but I wanted to show you how I'm literally doing this with almost nothing, okay? But honestly, we're in literally a blank room and I do all of this from this little computer, okay? And I did want to also tell you, before I became a digital nomad, if you haven't seen my story, I'm hoping you can see this, but this over here, we're in Atlanta right now, okay? But I just want you to know, before I became a digital nomad, this building, every morning, right here, I would go to. And I lived in this building right here. So I sold my car, and I would walk to work over here in Buckhead, and I would go to this building right here. And then one day, I got kind of fed up, and I sent my boss an email and I quit my job. But before I did that, I actually watched a webinar about some people telling me how they sold their products and services online and did importing and exporting. And so I told you in my last video, I talked about how my first business was a fail, but all those things have led me to figure out how to create a sales funnel and get not just clients in the door, but a brand. So I'm gonna show you like how I built my brand, how I get clients in the door, and how you can do this for yourself. The first thing that I want you to know about this from the beginning, you may not even be able to read this, but perfection is the enemy of done. Perfection is the enemy of done. And if you keep trying to make your business perfect and your product perfect, and when you have all the money that you need or all the support that you need, or whatever your excuses for not starting your business, you're never gonna be done. So I usually write this every single day at the top of my notebook or somewhere in my notebook, and I keep that everywhere. I would literally probably tattoo it to my body if I could. But what this means is also that you can always go back and you can perfect your business later on. But if you don't have this system set up, you're never going to have something to look at to perfect on. You're just gonna sit there and keep thinking and dreaming, and this is essentially how I would start. And I'm not saying I don't have these things, I have these things now, but I didn't always have all these things when I started. When I started blogging Brandi, my personal brand, and then RVersity, my business brand, I had no LLC, no EIN, so no like business numbers, certificates, licenses, no business licenses. I'm not gonna say I didn't have a college degree. I do have a college degree, but I had a degree in finance and cutting hair. I didn't have a degree on blogging or even marketing or personal branding or business or anything like that. I had no idea what I was doing when I got started. No special certificates, no titles, no nothing. I know some people tell me all of this all the time about that you have to have all this special stuff before you can start your business, and that's just not true. When I started this, I didn't really understand how important it was just to get that first client in the door. And I'm not gonna say it's not important to have all these branding things together, because some people are like, oh my gosh, when I get my website together and when I get all these things together, then my business will take off. That's not true. If you don't know how to put the website and the email and the social media and the colors and the brand and all that together, then it really doesn't matter, okay? You need to know how all the puzzle pieces fit together. Oh, and no business card, okay? You don't need business cards either. But let's just say that we're creating blogging Brandi. This would be the same as if I was creating RVersity. This is like the center of the equation. The first thing that you're gonna wanna do is create your branding kit. So branding is, think about things like your logo. It's also gonna be the one that everyone seems to struggle with, your name, your tagline, colors, and fonts. And there's some other branding elements, but this is your branding kit. What I want you to notice about this, branding is like, okay, I'm blogging Brandi. One thing is colors. Okay, so in my RVersity colors, I used a calm color, but colors actually have something to do with like the way you would choose your brand, like why restaurants use red, or they don't use like, or like a healthy restaurant might use blue or greens. They all have something to do with the mind, okay, or like why sale signs are red or orange or yellow or whatever. All of this stuff is important, but this is not necessarily, and also tagline is like about and bio as well. That'll make more sense in a minute. But what I do is I get my students and clients to create their branding kit first, and that's what we do. They all get stuck on this name thing, but to me, it kind of has more to do with keywords. So when people look me up or think about like, who am I? And when I want to create my brand, it's like, okay, well, I'm a blogger. Some people call me a YouTuber, a vlogger, but I got my name. I told you that in my story, and I'm more of like a writer, but I'm a creator. I love RV living. That's a keyword. And keywords are really important when it comes to people knowing what your brand is about. Female entrepreneur, digital nomad. It also has to do with who I'm speaking to. If I'm trying to speak to someone that is just trying to get into RV life, I might not talk about digital nomadism. I might just talk about how to buy an RV. But if I'm trying to tell somebody how to start a business in their RV, then I might talk about how to personally brand yourself and get clients as a female digital nomad while RV living, or even not RV living. And that's, again, why I wanted to start this brand, Blogging Brandi, outside of my RVersity brand, was because I wanted to separate the two, and I wanted to be able to talk about more than just my RV life. I wanted to talk about being a digital nomad and the fact that, I have a life here in Atlanta and other places. So the branding kit, again, when you're choosing your name, it just needs to be, don't get stuck on this. You can always kind of change, and your brand will always be evolving, but it just needs to be easy to remember. I would say 14 characters or less, because it has to do with social media. You want to be able to get all the same like social media handles and website and all to be the same, and some of them have more than 15 characters, some of them have less. You also want your name to be something that you can grow with or grow into, something that represents either your business or your personal name. This is essentially your branding kit. So another way that I like to do this, if you wanted to either put this just out on paper, we do this in the spreadsheet with my students. I do this in a spreadsheet. I like to do this on Pinterest. So you can get a Pinterest account and set up your little branding kit. So save like a board with taglines and a board with like logo ideas and all of that. So your keywords play a role in all of this as well. So your brand is essentially you. Okay, so if you're like, I don't know what I want to sell, I'm not sure, or if you're just trying to create a personal brand, which even if you want to sell a product or service, I would still create a personal brand. You're going to take this branding kit and you are going to use it to create things like your domain name. So mine, www.bloggingbrandi.com, or my business one is www.RVersity.com. But this is your domain, and branding also is going to mean same everywhere. So you're going to use the same name, the same colors, the same fonts, the same tagline, the same bio, keywords, logo, everything. Same picture everywhere on your website, on social media, and all of that. I'll show you this more how it breaks down, okay? So, and having a brand also, it's building trust for your company and yourself. And people are like, oh, I trust this person. Kind of like how I'm making this YouTube video. I'm gonna explain to you how this YouTube video brings me money and clients and why you're here. This domain is essentially also your website, and you want to have email. You're gonna use this branding kit to create your domain, website, email, and this is what starts to create money. This is where the money starts to happen, and you'll see that in just a second. All of this plays a role into creating your brand. So you're gonna take this brand, and when you're creating an online business and an online digital, if you're an online digital nomad, an online business, then you're going to want to have an online brand. This is the same as if you were to see a storefront, a physical storefront. I'm showing you how to make like a digital storefront. Then you're gonna have YouTube, like this, Facebook, you're gonna have Twitter, TikTok, you might have Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn. Those are like the major 7 that I don't want to say I use all of them, but if I was going to get accounts, I would grab the handles on those accounts. And the handles, I mean like at Blogging Brandi, at RVersity, it's at your name, your business name or your branding name. You're going to take this branding kit that you've created, all your colors, your fonts, your tagline, after you've put it all together, and you're going to get your website and your email. So even my email, brandi@bloggingbrandi.com, or my domain name again is www.bloggingbrandi.com, or the same thing with RVersity, similar. Then you go over here, and these are where you're gonna get like your at handles, and you're gonna do the same name, same domain handles, same pictures, same bios, same headers on social media, everywhere uniform. Okay, that's same everywhere. All of this, same everywhere on this social media and on this website and email. Same. Branding is going to be unique to you and your brand, but uniform everywhere. And that's going to build trust and build relationships. And I don't want you to think that when you meet someone that it means that they're automatically going to buy from you. I want you to think about the fact that it could be a month later, a week later, a year later, years later before someone actually buys from you. But you want to get them into your sales funnel and into your system and into what I like to call your CRM, your client relationship management tools, your email list, so that you can continue to build a relationship with them and have them follow you on social media and all of this. There's a reason that you have all of these things. What happens is when people find me on YouTube, or they might find me on social media, but the one thing I want you to notice about social media versus YouTube or even Pinterest is social media is like me pushing content at people and saying, look at me, go to my stuff. Versus YouTube, people are actually searching, because YouTube is owned by Google, the largest search engine in the world, which makes YouTube the second largest search engine in the world. People are coming to YouTube to either find answers to their questions or solutions to their problems. They come to YouTube to find me making this lovely video for you about how to get clients for your personal brand, being a digital nomad, whether you want to be RV living or not, but how I've done it as a female entrepreneur, I'm sharing that. And then you start to follow me. And so when I say things like, hey, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you're notified each and every time I publish, or when I say, go check out my webinar about how to be a digital nomad and how to build your own mobile money machine and how I've done all this below this video, or just follow me on social media or whatever, this is essentially me getting them into my network. And I want them to be everywhere, Because what happens if one of these accounts drop off? Okay, that's where this whole email list thing comes in. And people don't think the email lists are that important, but I'm gonna tell you, even if you don't have anything up here, even if you just have your name, Brandi, I'd be like, hey, my very first person or client or someone, even a potential lead, I would get their email, and that's where I would start the relationship. Email, phone number, whatever. Text them, call them. Emails are the best. Now, what I do is I create free content on these platforms. I do free content. Different types of content. So videos are really what work for me best. It can be blog posts. It can be just social media posts. It can be quotes. It can be Q&As, tutorials. There's so many things that you can do to generate things. I show even behind the scenes, like about, I showed behind the scenes of my stationary RV life, and I gave a tour about where I lived. I've shown this penthouse tour here. I don't even know if that's come out yet. If not, make sure you're subscribed so you can see it. I create all kinds of content, and it builds trust, and some of it is evergreen content, some of it is top of the funnel content, some of it is bottom of the funnel content, some of it is like for beginners, some of it is for essentially people that are like, okay, I'm ready to get started. So this video would be an example of probably more, I would say I'm ready to get started, because the fact that you're watching me create this entire business plan from scratch, you're like, wow, this is really interesting. So I create free, but it's also what I like to call profitable content, because it has this thing in it. So I'm creating this free content, and what I do is I put this call to action. It's called a CTA. So I put this call to action in my content so that people go off of social media, meaning off of Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I get them off of social media and onto my email list. That's the whole point of this. So you want to get them onto your email list. That is when they enter your sales funnel. Once they have gone off of social media, they are literally in your sales funnel, which means they are a new lead. And they call it a lead. A lead is a potential customer, is someone that could potentially buy from you. They're interested. And at the beginning of the sales funnel, you might have 100 leads. But then when you get to the bottom of the sales funnel and people, click off or do different things or kind of figure out like it's not for them, or they're not ready to buy yet, then the sales funnel kind of narrows, okay, as you get down. And again, it's only about getting your first client and figuring out your messaging and figuring out who you're talking to and figuring out that I'm not talking to like every person out there that wants to RV or even not RV. Some people want to be in a tiny house. Some people just want to own land. Some people want to live in a mobile home trailer. I live in a trailer park when I'm not here in this penthouse, this empty house. So again, if you haven't followed my story, you need to follow that. You'll like that, but watch that, I meant, after this video. They enter the sales funnel, and the way that I do this, and this is how, as a new lead, they are a potential customer. So they're not money yet, but they could be money soon. What I do is I get them to download a lead magnet. So they download, we call it a lead magnet because it's like a lead magnet. It's a reason for them. So on my RVersity channel, I do like an RV life planner, but it doesn't have to be that. You could send them, you could say, hey, here's all my favorite products, and you can send them to like a blog post that has all your favorite products, or a YouTube video that you made that has all your favorite products linked in it. It could be anything. It could be a webinar. It could be a free video series that I made. I took like 4 videos and put them together. It was like a Goodwill shopping trip about how I started my life reselling. If you don't know that, I started reselling online items that I found at Goodwill, and that actually gave me the liberty to flip those items for more money and make enough money to quit my job. That's how I got started in this before I did all this, but that's not what I do now. This lead magnet can be a lot of things, but essentially it gets them to give you their email address and you put them on your email list. So it's them saying, hey, sure, send me that thing, and then you have their email address. And so now you're gonna communicate with them. The whole point of this is the email. And so this is also email number 1. But just remember, the email address is what you want. You want their email address. It's very, very important. But now that you have their email address. I should have put this down here, okay? See, again, perfection is the enemy of done, so we'll just cross that out. But once you have their email address, then again, they're on your email list. Now that they're on your email list, what you want to do, and also I wanted to tell you this, download is also free. Free content. Free content. So they came from your free content off of social media, and they're getting more free content of your download or whatever your lead magnet or whatever you're going to give them in exchange for that email address. You're not just saying, buy my product, do something for me. You're nurturing the relationship and starting that process. Now, I will tell you, depending on where you're at in your business, if you want more leads in quicker, then you might want to not have them go to the lead magnet. And so what I'll do sometimes is say, hey, just book a call with me immediately. And so that'll help take out, we call it reducing the friction of them getting to the next step, which it'll make more sense in a second. So you're going to nurture this relationship. And what I do to do that is I send them to a webinar, usually. And that is, again, a call to action. And what happens is they get another email to do this. This webinar is free. 3 things I've already given free because I don't make crappy content, okay? My content like this is really valuable. After or at the webinar, I'll say, and you can do this different ways. You can say, okay, now you can send them straight to buy your product. And by doing the webinar, I kind of take them through my strategy. So like on the RVersity side, I talk about how to get started in RVing and how I have like a 4-step strategy for my full-time RV life formula and how I go through that process. But essentially the webinar is what breaks down how I have started my RV life and how you can do it too. And it's not just my RV life, but how to buy your RV and how to downsize and minimize and go digital and all of that. So it's a quick look into my actual university and what it would be like working with me. Or it could just be like a mini class, but it essentially should be what you do, okay? So this should be, all of this stuff needs to be related. Remember, same everywhere also needs to be related to your client or potential client, and that will evolve over time. And when you say ideal client, I want you to think age, male or female, single or married, are they working or not working? It could be really strange things like, do they go to the gym or not go to the gym? Where do they live? There's so many things that you can start to learn about people. I learned my age demographic, or my people are actually like a representation of me. So that's why I build my brand and everything around my story, because people can relate to me. So from this webinar, they say, oh my gosh, I love this girl. I can totally relate to her and what she's doing, and I want her to show me that. And I want to build that thing too. Either from the webinar, I tell them a call to action to book a call with me. Remember, another call to action. So I'm saying call to action means you don't just make a YouTube video and be like, okay, cool, see you later. If I say subscribe to this channel, click the link below this video to book a call with me, that's a call to action. So in the webinar, I will say, hey, you can book a call with me. Or if you just want to sell a product, so if I don't do this, but some people will just send them straight to like their course or the thing that they're selling. I don't send people to that, but that would be something that you could do, because I want to actually talk to the people and have them book a call with me before I let them in my program, because it may not be the right fit for them, and I have them fill out an application and all of that. So I want people to go through and fill out an application. I want like really, really high quality people. And also, I don't want to say it's not cheap, but it's an investment to work with someone and show you all of this. I've also learned that clients that pay attention. So I really like those people that are like, hey, I know what you're doing, or I don't really get it, but I want to get it, and I'm trying to do that thing. So that's the kind of people that I like to work with. They're like those hungry entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs. It don't even have to be female. I have actually, ironically, I probably have more males than I do females sometimes that follow me, but I guess they want to start solo. you know, and I had to do that. Again, I have them apply with a form that they have to fill out, and then they schedule a call with me. So sometimes I might do it the other way around. I might have them schedule the call and then fill out the form after. There's a couple reasons. One, because I get their information first, if they don't fill out the form. And then sometimes people won't fill out the form, so it's like a barrier to entry. So again, the faster that I want clients, I'll eliminate some of these things, but you just gotta remember that when you eliminate these things, you might not, like if you're just like, hey, book a call with me, they may not wanna book a call with you, so they might not come through your funnel, and vice versa. You could get really, if you just say book a call with me and you get all people from this, if I say, hey, here's how to get started RV living, and book a call with me if you want me to help you, then I could get everybody and their mother under the sun calling me. So that's why I have this form and schedule a call. This all helps me make sure that the people that are coming through that finally book a call with me are like, hey Brandi, I'm ready to work with you. Here's my credit card. Let's do this. That's the people that you want. If they don't buy from me at this point, what I like to do is send another email. Send another email, okay? And what I'll do is then hopefully they'll become a client. So either they book a call and they're a client at that point, or I go to the relationship and I build the relationship with more free content. And also following back up with an email. What happens is these people will be on my email list, so even if they don't book a call with me, they'll start to see my videos come out again. They'll see me on social media if they follow me. They'll see me again, okay? So they may not buy from me in the beginning, but they're in my funnel and they're seeing this pretty face show up week after week after week, day after day after day on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and then in their email. So I'm like in their face. And believe it or not, think about when you watch a TV commercial, how many times the same commercial comes on over and over and over, and you're like, oh God, why is it coming on and on? Because it's conditioned to, if you don't see it over and over and over, you're not gonna take action. The point is, sometimes it could take like 7 touches, and a touch is an email, a touch is someone seeing you on social media, maybe they like your content, but those little touches where they see you each and every time, coming to your webinar or whatever, that they will finally say, I'm ready to do this, I'm ready to be a client. This, again, is where the money part happens. Now, once they become a client, this is where you just need one. Just one. Only one. You only need one client. So once you get that one client, what you want to do is use their testimonials to sell for you. Okay? What I do is I take these, I would say something like, hey, if you want to book a call with me, click a link below this video. And so depending on what link I put below the video, it could be to, and I'll also say, check out some of my client testimonials. So this is testimonials. Also, I do interviews. So if you haven't seen those, you can go below this video and check those out. But this is my call to action, is my testimonial page. So on that testimonial page, it also says, hey, see some of my client success stories. Are you ready to be one of them? Book a call with me. Like, here's their testimonials, here's their interviews, but it's all essentially a call to action to say, hey, book a call with me and become a client. So I use my one client if I have it, or even if I don't have a client yet, I use my story and who I am and my experience. I don't have to have this college degree or haircutting degree or special licenses. You know, I had to have a Series 66 and 7 and insurance and annuities, and none of that has anything to do with this, okay? So you don't need that college thing. I use these testimonials and case studies and everything else to get more clients and more money. And kind of like this video that you're watching. What has happened, if you didn't notice this, is you have come to YouTube and you found me and you were like, wow, I want to know how to build a personal brand or my business, or I follow blogging Brandi and I want to know this digital nomad thing or how to build my money machine. This is essentially what we're doing, but this is one part of it. So people find me on YouTube, which is my preferred platform, and I'll also do Facebook. So I have like a free Facebook group, I call it my Truest Fans Club, for people to get more behind the scenes with me, and it's free as well. So if you haven't joined that, you can check below this video and check that out. But again, it gets you onto my email list. And so I nurture the relationship with those people, because to me, those people are like my true tribe that would really want, I call them my true fans. So you don't need 100 clients. You can make the same amount of money with 10 clients, like charging more money, or if you want to have 100 clients and sell a product for $10, like that's a whole nother thing. But it's called 1,000 True Fans. If you've never read that little article, I think it's out of Tim Ferriss's book, Tool of the Titans, but there's a little summary of it. And so there's a whole nother video that I want to make about that, and I will. So again, subscribe. But people find me on YouTube. They go to get into my sales funnel. So it's free content, and I say, hey, watch this YouTube video, and then I say, hey, if you like this YouTube video, they hit the like button below, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I get them into my little network. They've subscribed to my channel. Even if they don't get in my sales funnel the first time, they subscribe to my channel, so maybe the second time they will. I get them into my sales funnel. They become a potential lead when they go to either download my lead magnet, and then I send them to a webinar, or sometimes I might send them straight to the webinar and not do the lead magnet. And then eventually they book a call or buy a product, or I nurture the relationship with more free content to get them to trust me and build a relationship, and then take action by seeing my other clients' testimonials or my story and this lovely strategy I'm telling you about. And they see these testimonials, interviews that I'm talking about, then that makes them take action, maybe like you, from this video. But what I said is, if you wanted to eliminate some of these barriers to entry, you can take out, say, this download and send them straight to the webinar, or take out both of those and send them straight from the YouTube video and say, hey, book a call with me if you want to get started today, and go ahead and fill out this application. Or you might even take out the application, but then you get less quality people, because then they start talking to you and you have no idea what they even wanted. So I like to know about people, and I have a questionnaire. This is essentially my sales funnel and how I build a business, how I want to talk to you on this side. But I actually think it's ironic, this shirt. It says, if you want something done right, do it yourself. So if you want something done right, do it yourself. But you do need a team, which I can't wait to share with you my team and my strategy this year coming up. That's another video. Again, subscribe. But perfection is the enemy of done. So the reason I say this is because if you keep saying, I need this to be perfect, I need all the right name and colors and logos and website and email and all of this, then you're never going to get to this part of understanding how it all works together. And even when I've set all this up, I continuously have to go check to make sure that my sales funnels and my emails and things are working, or that they're relatable. And then I'm constantly adding new clients, testimonials, and interviews. And so this is a continuous little funnel, but I don't have to be creating all of this time, because the content that I create is more like evergreen and long-term content. And again, that's why I said this free content that I try to make is not like, hey, watch me in my van. I learned the wrong way about making YouTube videos. I didn't want people just showering with me in my van. I have over 100,000 people that took a shower in my van with me because I didn't know what I was doing when I was creating this content. There's a strategy and all that goes with this, and this is just one part of it. And so that's why I say, if you want to work with me and my team and join my group, my client success stories, and be one of them, then book a call with me below this video. So you can fill out a form, book a call with me, and tell me more about your dreams and goals and what you're trying to do, and see if it's a fit to work with me and I can help you. And so you can head to the link below this video in the description to do that, or you can head over to workingwithbrandi.com or bloggingbrandi.com and work with me, find all of that. So all below this video, you can check that out. You can check out some of my client testimonials and interviews. And if you like this video, hit the like button below and let me know so that I can make more of these. This is like a really, really in-depth strategy of why I wanted to tell you, like, you don't have to have a business license or an EIN or business cards or anything to do this. This is all digital and I'm gonna say pretty much free. Like, you can literally do all of this for free, minus, I'm not gonna say the website and domain because there's ways to do that, but pretty much all of this you can do for free. All your social media headers, banners, all the stuff that I create, I could probably start a business for less than $100, and I could probably do it for less than that. But that's because I've been doing this for a while. You know, I quit my job February 18th of 2015. It could be you too, but it took me a minute to do it. I had a strategy, a plan. I had coaches and people that I followed and a webinar and all of that, which is why I tell you, if you want to do the same thing, click the link below this video and we can get started. And so all the things that I mentioned are below this video, my story, how I created my first product to sell, some more fun stuff coming up. So if you haven't subscribed, please, please, please subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon so you're notified the next time I publish. Also, comment below this video and let me know how this video resonated with you and what questions you have about this strategy. If you're like, Brandi, what are you talking about? Or like, oh my God, Brandi, this totally makes sense now. I get how all the puzzle pieces fit together. I'm so excited that I shared this with you. I can't wait for you to get started building your mobile money machine, your personal brand, being a digital nomad with your own online business, no matter what you're trying to sell. I love you. Subscribe. Comment below, share this video with someone you know because sharing is caring, and I'll see you in the next video.